is Vivian, and you're welcome to Storytime by Vivian. Okay, on today's episode, I have this interesting story. It's titled The Two Pots. Okay, I'll just go ahead and read it now. Okay, there were once two pots that had been left on the bank of the river. One was made of brass and the other of earthen ware. As the tide rose, they both floated off down the stream. They were tossed this way and that way by the current, and the earthenware pot tried its best to keep away from the brass one. Then the brass one cried out, "Don't worry, my friend, I will not hit you." "But I may bash into you by accident," said the earthenware pot. "Whether I hit you or you hit me, you'll be fine, but I will suffer for it." Okay, but basically, I like this story, just like I love all my stories. Okay, just like I love all my stories, and we could see here that these pots were obviously very different. We know earthenware pots, we know it obviously made of clay, right? It's not so strong compared to the brass one, but they had to work together because they were together, right? And because of the current of the water, they could not help but hit each other. Who will suffer for it? The earthen pot, right? Meaning that it's not as strong as the brass pot. Yeah. So let's try to relate this to our everyday lives now, right? Okay. Um as individuals we are very different, right? Sometimes you feel like, not like you feel, you might you might find yourself in a situation with people that are, you feel that are stronger than you, or probably have more strength in some way than you, or are more advantaged than you. But does that stop you from working with them? You still have to work with them, right? You still have to find a way to work with them and see how you can make the best of what the situation you have found yourself. Okay, it's just like, okay, like, let me not use people now. Let me see. Okay, maybe let's talk about situations now. Sometimes you see someone else in a very tough situation, um a very tough yes, tough situation, let me use that word. And you'll be like, I don't think that kind of a thing can happen to me. Like, you know how we like to talk, we like to brag about things. But life has a way of, just going round and round. You might just find yourself in a situation where, like, you did not plan to see yourself. But at the end of the day, what do? You have to make the best of it, right? I think that is exactly what this story is practically talking about. Because we could see that the brass pot is obviously stronger than the earthenware pot, but they had to find a way to work together. The brass was even ready to protect the earthen pot at some point, where he said, "Don't worry, my friend, I will not hit you." Like, he was talking to the earthenware pot. You know, they are very different. The other one's strength is obviously the other one is obviously stronger than the earthen pot, but they had to work together. They had to do things together. They had to swim together to get to the bank of the river. So we should not let our individual difference stop us from working together. Basically, just like I said, these stories, I read them and I try to share my own opinion. This is just my opinion. I hope you were able to pick one or two things from my story today. See you next time.